Morning, all. All right, so we've got 11 games tonight in the NHL. It was originally going to be 10. It grew to 11 because Chicago and Buffalo got moved to tonight. So hopefully, it doesn't need to get moved again. For Buffalo, they won this matchup November 19th, 3-2 in Chicago. Chicago will be trying to get a measure of revenge. Buffalo looking to sweep the series. And it starts at 7 Eastern, 4 Pacific, along with 5 other games. Chicago 13, 29, and 2 overall. They're 4-9 and 1 over the last month. Dickinson leading them in scoring over that time, 5 goals, 2 assists, 7 points in 14 games. Reichel stands out as a player that we're waiting for some production increase from him. He has a goal and 2 assists for 3 points over the last month. And on the Buffalo side, they are 19, 21, and 4 overall. 6-5 and 1 over the last month. So that's not a bad record, but they need to win with more regularity if they're going to really get back into the hunt. Middlestad in 12 games, 4 goals, 9 assists, 13 points to lead them over the last month. Benson just has the 4 assists in 12 games over the last month, and probably looking for some more goals from him. We'll see. 7 Eastern, 4 Pacific matchup between Colorado and Boston. So January 8th, they meet in Colorado. It's a 4-3 shootout victory for Colorado that night. We'll see what happens tonight. The Avs are 29, 13, and 3 overall. They are 10, 3, and 1 over the last month, so they're doing very well. McKinnon in that period in time leading him in scoring. 9 goals, 16 assists, 25 points. And Logan O'Connor, I figured, deserved a bit of a shout out here. 4 goals, 7 assists for 11 points in 14 games over the last month. Not bad. Boston, 26, 8, and 9 overall. They're 7, 3, and 4 over the last month. Pastrnak leading him in scoring over that time, of course. 9 goals, 11 assists for 20 points there. Trent Frederick, really not getting a lot of attention. Figured I'd throw this out here. He's been really good. 6 goals, 4 assists for 10 points over that period. So Frederick giving them some good depth scoring. 7 Eastern, 4 Pacific start between the Montreal Canadiens and the Ottawa Senators. This is the first of 3 meetings. They'll meet again January 23rd as well as April the 13th. Montreal 19, 18, and 7. They've won a couple in a row now. They are 6, 5, and 3 over the last month. So, again, just hovering around 500. We'll see if this is where they get on a run. Caulfield leading them in scoring over the last month with 6 goals, 6 assists for 12 points over those 14 games. Monahan with 2 goals, 6 assists has been producing well lately. So does he still get traded at the deadline? I mean, there was an article over the last week saying, yeah, no, that's the plan. But we'll see if they get closer to the playoff line if plans do change, because they have before. Ottawa's 15 and 24 overall. They're 4 and 9 over the last month. Giroux and Tkachuk both leading them in scoring over that period with 4 goals and 9 assists each in 13 games. Ridley Gregg had a couple of goals in their last game. He now has 3 goals, 4 assists over the last month in 13 games. So maybe Gregg's getting things going. Ottawa, there's a lot of issues there. 7 Eastern, 4 Pacific start between Dallas and Philadelphia. Dallas won this matchup at home, 5-4 in overtime on October 21st. We'll see if Philly can tie the season series in their final meeting. Dallas 26, 12, and 5 overall. They're 9, 4, and 1 over the last month. Robertson leading them in scoring over that time. 6 goals, 12 assists, 18 points. Pavelski continues to be Joe Pavelski. 5 goals, 7 assists, 12 points for him. He's been very good over the last month, too. That's just his consistency showing through. Philadelphia 24, 14, and 6 is their record. 7, 4, and 3 over the last month. Konechny leading him in scoring over that time with 5 goals, 10 assists for 15 points. Owen Tippett, 6 goals, 3 assists, 9 points over the last month. And Tippett has been excellent in recent games for Philadelphia. 7 Eastern, 4 Pacific start between Minnesota and Tampa. Tampa won this matchup on January 4th by the score of 4-1. For Minnesota, they're 18, 20, and 5 overall. They are 6, 8, and 1 over the last month. So those numbers aren't trending in the right direction. Boldy leading him in scoring over that time. 7 goals, 4 assists for 11 points in 15 games. Faber should feel better having Brodin back now and not necessarily being used too much. A goal and 8 assists for 9 points in 15 games. I only say that because as a rookie, they usually will hit the wall at some point, and I think that if he kept playing the kind of minutes he was, that wall probably hits him a little bit sooner. For Tampa Bay, 22, 17, and 5 is their overall record. They're 8 and 4 over the last month, so they're trending in the right direction. Kucherov's led them in scoring because, of course, he has 8 goals, 12 assists, 20 points. And Braden Point, 6 goals, 4 assists, 10 points. There's more points to be had there. His goal scoring, perfectly fine. And they're winning. So we'll see how things go tonight. The last of the 7 Eastern, 4 Pacific starts is St. Louis and the Washington Capitals. This is the first of 2 meetings. They'll meet again on January the 20th, so a couple days from now. For St. Louis, 21, 19, and 2 is their overall record. They're 6, 5, and 1 over the last month. Thomas leading him in scoring during that period, 4 goals, 8 assists, 12 points. Brandon Saad, who had a goal in the last game, I believe, 3 goals, 2 assists, 5 points for Saad, might be heating up. Washington 21, 15, and 6 is their overall record. They're 6, 6, and 2 this month. Ovechkin could play tonight. Last I saw, 3 goals, 7 assists for him to be their leading scorer over the last month for 10 points. And Nick Dowd, honestly, I want to give props to Dowd for scoring a point every other game here. 3 goals, 4 assists, 7 points in 14 games. Not bad for a bottom 6 forward. 9 Eastern, 6 Pacific, Toronto and Calgary. So one thing that delayed me starting this video up this morning was, should I wear Toronto or should I wear Calgary? And so I figured I'll wear Kings. Because I have no idea between Toronto and Calgary. There are various ways this could go. Toronto did win the first matchup in a shootout 5-4 at home on November 10th. Now that it's in Calgary, we'll see. Toronto's 21, 13, and 8, but over the last month they're 5, 7, and 2. Nylander, 14 games, 6 goals, 11 assists, 17 points for him. Their leading scorer over the last month. Tavares' numbers have kind of cratered. 3 goals, 2 assists, 5 points over that same time period. So we'll see how Tavares does. Calgary 21, 18, and 5 overall. They're 9 and 4 over the last month. Blake Coleman's their leading scorer over that period because of course he is. 11 goals, 6 assists, 17 points for Coleman in just 13 games. Lindholm, looking for more from him. A goal and 8 assists, 9 points in 13 games. One of these two guys is going to the All-Star game, and it's not Coleman. I don't understand. 9 Eastern, 6 Pacific start between Seattle and the Oilers. This is the third of 4 meetings. The Oilers have already won 2, so they're looking to win the season series tonight. On November 11th, it was a 4-1 win for Edmonton. On November 15th, it was a 4-3 overtime win for Edmonton. These teams will meet again on March the 2nd. Seattle is 19, 16, and 9. They are 9, 2, and 1 over the last month. Dunn, 11 games, 4 goals, 6 assists, 10 points for their leading scorer. He didn't play in their last game. We'll see if he plays in this one. I don't think he's going to, but injury issues with Seattle started cropping up. Tatar, 3 goals, 3 assists, 6 points in 12 games. He had a good bump when he first arrived in Seattle. Now, not as much. The Oilers, 24, 15, and 1 overall. They are 11 and 1 over the last month. And, of course, those 11 wins all in a row. They're trying to win their 12th in a row tonight. McDavid leading them in scoring over this period. 5 goals, 12 assists, 17 points. McLeod, 6 goals, 5 assists, 11 points in 11 games for Ryan McLeod. He's arrived, and I think Ryan McLeod should be a 50, 60-point producer going forward in the NHL, but we shall see. 10 Eastern, 7 Pacific start between Nashville and the LA Kings. This is the first of 3 meetings. They'll meet again January 31st as well as February 22nd. Nashville 24, 19, and 1 overall. They are 6, 6, and 1 over the last month. Nyquist leading them in scoring over that time period. 7 goals, 7 assists for Nyquist for 14 points. Gurianov, in the 5 games he's played, a goal and an assist. And anytime I'm watching a Nashville game, Gurianov around the net, we'll see if he starts putting in some goals and assists here. For LA, they're 21, 12, and 8. I'm wearing Kings because why not? Now, they're 4, 6, and 4 over the last month. They've only won 1 of their last 10, but kind of feels like they're due. And coming off of a rough road trip, maybe they'll start winning at home. Kopitar, 2 goals, 10 assists, 12 points over 14 games during that time period. Trevor Moore started scoring again. 6 goals, 2 assists, 8 points for him. So we'll see if Moore gets one tonight. 10 Eastern, 7 Pacific. We'll see the Arizona Coyotes and the LA. Yeah, LA's playing twice. No, Vancouver's playing against Arizona. Vancouver at home, one of the best, if not the best home team in the NHL. We'll see if that continues tonight. First of 3 meetings, they meet again April the 3rd and April the 10th. I'm going to one of those games. I don't know which one. I think it's April the 3rd is the one I'm going to. I know one of those is in Vancouver, one of them is in Arizona, whichever one's in Vancouver. So Arizona's 21, 18, and 3 overall. I should know when I'm going to games, but I generally don't. Till my phone says, hey, it's Ticketmaster. You got games coming up. So the Arizona Coyotes are 6, 5, and 1 over the past month. Keller leading them in scoring during that time period. 7 goals, 6 assists, 13 points. So a little above a point per game over the last month. Michelli only has the 1 goal over that time period. Start shooting that puck, kid. He's got the shot. He has a goal with 6 assists for 7 points in 12 games. On the Vancouver side, they're 29, 11, and 4. They are 8, 2, and 2 over the last month. Pettersson leading him in scoring because, of course, he has 11 goals, 8 assists, 19 points over that time period, so almost a goal per game. Connor Garland against his former team. Garland's off to a really, really good run lately. 4 goals, 5 assists, 9 points for Garland over 12 games. I'm really glad the Canucks didn't trade him. Then starting at 10 Eastern, 7 Pacific as well, we have the Rangers and Vegas. This might end up being game of the night material. This is the first of 2 meetings. They'll meet again January the 26th in New York. The Rangers 29-13-2 overall. They are 7-6-1 over the last month. And if the New York Rangers don't take a picture in front of that Statue of Liberty at New York, New York, I feel like that's a wasted opportunity. That should be an annual thing. Anyway, a whole other sidebar. Panarin leading him in scoring. That's not what a sidebar is, I know. But 11 goals, 7 assists for Panarin, 18 points to lead the Rangers in scoring over the last month. Chris Kreider just has the 4 goals in 14 games, but he has 10 assists, so he's putting up points. Vegas 25-14-5 overall. They are 4-8 over the last month, so Vegas needs to really get things going. The good news is in the last couple of games, it's felt like things are getting better. So Stone 5 goals, 7 assists, 12 points, leading him in scoring over the last month. He's a big part of the reason things are getting better. And Stevenson has been more prominent lately, but still was just registered a goal and 3 assists over the last month over 12 games. So, in the comment section below, let me know your winners. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe if you have not done so already. Thank you guys so much for watching, for all your support. I will talk to you again soon.